Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again. I know people don't like talking about ratings, but I like to talk about if there's like a big story, and this actually is a big story. So Dynamite did 615,000 viewers and a .17 in 18 to 49, okay? So what does that mean? Well, I don't know exactly what it means because they're not going to give us numbers, but this show is now being simulcast on Max, okay? And I believe strongly that there's, I would say, probably 200 to 250,000 people that are now watching on Max. And the fact that Dynamite did pretty much the exact same viewership and their 18 to 49 was only slightly down, I think that they have added a good 250,000 viewers that are now going to be watching every week. And it's the exact same thing that happened with Raw. Like, you know, the Raw numbers that they sent out, who knows what they all really mean. But if you look at the actual total universe for the number of people that have access to Netflix as compared to the number of people that have access to the USA Network, I mean, it's almost, I mean, you can't even argue that they might have less on Netflix. I mean, they virtually for sure have more. So I think in the last week, both WWE and AEW increased their viewership by at least a couple 100,000 people. And I guess we're going to see what that means, but, you know, some of these guys, you know, these weirdos on Twitter, they're like, oh, they probably got like a viewer on Max. Bro, I mean, it's not just like, I already switched to Max, and we got tons and tons of feedback from people that switched to Max. A lot of people prefer watching it on Max because it's better picture quality. If you're on the West Coast, there's literally no good reason to not watch it on Max because you can watch it live, which you can't do otherwise. Like, I can watch the show at 5 o'clock now as opposed to 8. So, I mean, the Dynamite viewership not going down, I mean, that tells me they got a lot of new viewers. So they need to take advantage of that, which means, you know, from here on out, when they do those shows, it's like we need some video packages. We need some, you know, tell people the stories, act like you got new people watching, which is not one of their strengths, and try to take advantage of that. So there you go.
And
hi, Tom. You there?
Yeah, I am back. One of the things that you didn't talk about, right, in this whole thing is like I switched over to Max as well. I also have YouTube TV, so I could watch it on TBS. I could watch it on TNT. But it's just cooler to watch it on Max.
Hey, I got...
It just is.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel young, you two? I mean, what is it
It
with
does,
this?
yeah. Yeah,
The thing.
there's more prestige to it.
I'm not going to doubt that they got more viewers on Max. I mean, surely they did. And they had a good rating for what they do. They've been under 600,000 so often that the fact that they were over 600,000 and you can count in the Max number, I mean, that's a good week for them. And I thought TV-wise, both Dynamite and Collision were very good this week as far as moving things along and moving things forward in a positive direction. But I do hesitate to say that 250,000 people, you think that they added that many people, but then again, I don't know how the breakdown of the demographics of Max work. It just seems to be that that's a little bit of a high number, especially because there's so many people that are saying that they switched over, and if that's the case, they probably would have been down in some demos or down overall as far as the rating.
Well, they are down in 18 to 49. Which makes sense because I think, just like you said, a lot of younger people are going to choose. Yeah. And honestly, like, here's the thing. I would be fine watching it on YouTube TV, okay? Because the picture quality is pretty much exactly the same. YouTube TV will air in 1080p, 60 frames per second if it's filmed like that. But like Sling, for those of you that have Sling TV, Sling it was 720p. So if you watch it on Max, you're automatically getting a much better picture. And the only complaint I've seen, and the other thing about YouTube TV is, when I watch on Max, they don't cut out the overrun. So I don't have to worry about that. They air the entire thing. The replay is up immediately with the entire show. And the only complaint I have seen, which I couldn't possibly care less about, is when they go to commercial, they don't do picture-in-picture on Max. And I've actually seen, like, the AEW sickos. They're angry they can't watch picture-in-picture during commercial. I'm like, dude, great. I just want to skip through those commercials as fast as I can. So I don't have any negative for Max compared to YouTube TV. And if I had Sling or some of these other services, I've got a much better picture now, and there's a lot of benefits to switching. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe.